The focus of my work has been career acceleration strategies throughout one's career from beginning to end. And what I want to do right now is share with you just a few quick ideas that you can use toward the end of your career in the last 5 or 10 years to help continue your career trajectory, to keep things moving forward and onward and upward. But I know this is a sensitive area for a lot of people. Some people feel like they'd rather relax and coast to some degree, that they're really not interested in continuing the push, continuing the grind, continuing the hard work that they've been doing for the last 30 years or more. And if you're one of those people, then I'd probably suggest that these ideas aren't for you. Although I would warn you a bit, if you're focused on coasting the last few years, you may be in danger of the coast turning into a nosedive. I've often seen circumstances where people start to relax and take things for granted and assume that they're going to be able to coast for the next 3 to 5 years, and then suddenly, before they know it, things are turning downwards. So whatever your situation might be, I'm going to share with you a few quick ideas that I know can help boost the last 5 to 10 years of someone's career. The first thing I want to talk about is technology. Now, obviously, older generations of employees tend to be a little less technology savvy than the younger generations of workers. But I would suggest that you flip that around, and in your last 5 or 10 years, you become an absolute master of technology. If you're one of those people that has been charmingly referred to as technology challenged, I would suggest that you have to absolutely reject that. You've got to do whatever it takes to become a master of the important technologies that are moving your business forward. Take a look at what the younger generations of workers in your business are using today. And depending upon your business, depending upon your industry, those answers will be very different. But find out what the younger generations are using in terms of technology. What are they mastering? What is coming natural to them? And then you become a master of those technologies. You put in the time and energy and effort necessary to master those technologies. You may need to take some classes at community college. You may need to do some online learning yourself. You may even need to seek out some of those younger workers and ask them to mentor you or help you master some of those technologies. You don't want to be one of those people that they smirk or smile about or refer to as technology challenged. And there are really 2 benefits to doing this. The first is the actual improvement in productivity. If these folks are using the technology to boost their productivity, then you can use it as well. So it'll improve your productivity, but also it'll improve the perception that others have of you. And to a large degree, managing your career in the last phase is managing the perceptions of others. You don't want to be viewed as one of the old geezers who is slowly in decline. You want to be viewed as a vital, important part of the business, someone who's still contributing value to the business. And that leads me to the second point. That is, I know some individuals, after a lengthy career, when they get to the last 5 years, they develop a sense of entitlement. They've worked so hard, they've made so many contributions, they've helped to create or build the business. They develop a sense of entitlement around those last few years, and they feel entitled to take it easy. They feel entitled to coast. They feel like, you know what, I don't have to do the heavy lifting anymore. I've got other people to do the heavy lifting for me. My suggestion would be that you reject any sense of entitlement. That you understand that the way a business views you and every other employee isn't about the value you created 5 years ago or 10 years ago. It's the value that you're creating today. So rather than feel any sense of entitlement, focus on what can you bring to the business today? What energy, what ideas, what information, what can you bring to the business today? And absolutely reject any sense that you deserve anything because you've contributed 30 years or more to this business or this industry. And my third point would be to find ways to show your vitality at work. As an older worker, there is a tendency for people to see you as less energetic, perhaps less mentally acute, and it would help for you to understand that to a large degree, business is theater. Business is putting on a show every day, and you need to put on the vitality show every single day. Find ways to show your energy, to show your enthusiasm, to show your vitality, your mental vitality, your physical vitality. And to help you do that, here are a couple of quick rules to follow. Don't ever complain about your health. Don't complain about your creaking knees. Don't complain about your aching back. Don't complain about your shingles. Don't complain about any of your ailments. Now, I understand when you're at home or when you're with friends, it's easy and of course normal and natural to have the conversations comparing each other's ailments. But at work, In the office, it should never be about your ailments. It should never be about your illnesses. It should never be about your aches. What it should be about is your energy, your vitality, your attitude. Anything that you can do to show vitality at work, to overcome any perceptions people might have that your vitality is in decline, then you should do those things. If you happen to be someone who exercises regularly, if you happen to be a runner, if you happen to be a marathon runner, share those things occasionally in the office so people understand you're a healthy, vital human being. And don't be afraid to make adjustments cosmetically, whether you're a man or a woman. There's no shame in coloring the gray out of your hair or losing 10 or 20 pounds or more if you need to. Again, whatever it takes to continue to create this sense of a vital, energetic human being who's bringing value to the office every day, not someone who is slowly in decline. And my final point is, because of your experience, because of your knowledge, because of the wisdom that comes from the many, many years you've had in the business, there is a natural tendency to identify problems that other people might not see. So when you're in meetings and people propose ideas or projects, because of your vast experience, oftentimes you will know better than they do why it won't work. Unfortunately, this can be a trap because over time, you can gain a reputation as being the person who always shoots ideas down. And even if you're right, even if you are absolutely correct in your assessment, if all you are doing is shooting ideas down or explaining to people why things won't work or why something can't happen, that reputation is not going to serve you well. What I would suggest you do instead is use all of that experience to create solutions, to create innovation, to find ways to help make things work and move things forward, not just be the person who's putting up roadblocks or helping people understand why something won't work. So those are my 4 general thoughts. Master technology, reject entitlement, show your vitality, and create solutions. Don't just identify problems in the workplace. And then finally, I want to end with a shameless plug. This is my book, Workplace Poker, available wherever fine books are sold. It's a fun, fast read, and it's filled with ideas and tips and strategies to help you accelerate your career, to get you where you ultimately want to go. And if you want more information like this on a regular basis, you can follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my blog at workplacepoker.com.